Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/thenerdcore. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Hello, nerds. You're listening to an episode on the Nerdcore podcast feed. If you're feeling generous, please consider pledging to a tier on our Patreon at patreon.com/thenerdcore. We have tiers as low as $1 per month. Thanks so much, and enjoy the episode.
So we have nice refreshments on our side. Nice cold ones.
Welcome back, gamers. It's episode 1 of the Minecraft series, the Nerdy Chicano. No, just kidding, guys. What's going on?
What's it called? Minecraft videos?
Yo, I saw a tweet by Brad.
Yeah.
Got a new Minecraft server. Thanks for the invite, Brad, by the way. But it's only for PS4, so I don't know if I'm able to join. I don't know if I told you, or I don't know if you saw my tweet or something, but I mentioned that I was playing Minecraft after like being off for like, I don't know, like 2 years, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah.
Motherfucking, I got back on Minecraft, dude. I played for like dead ass, maybe like 5 to 6 hours. 5 to 6 hours just fucking playing Minecraft, bro. Dude, it's so much fun. I forgot what it was like.
Yeah. I've actually never played Minecraft before, but
You've never lived.
Yeah. Wait, no. I have played Minecraft before. I played it on the Xbox 360.
But it's super different, bro.
Oh yeah, I know. I've always heard from everybody that PC is the way to go. Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah. So what's it called? Brad says that we're gonna play Minecraft. I don't even have the game, so I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I've been having quite the day today, but I do want to tell you guys, welcome back. You're listening to the Nerdy Chicano Show, episode 38. As always, host Luis.
Hi.
Luis, the Brown Bambino.
Hi.
Garcia, beautiful as ever. And then it's me, Nerdy Chicano.
I got my blood still boiling after getting in a fight on Twitter.
Oh man, look, man,
fucking bozo.
Yeah, bro. That guy is trying to get a reaction out of us.
Did you follow him?
No, why would I fucking follow him, bro?
Like, how did he find your response then?
Because I tweeted that thing out, and then all of a sudden it caught a little bit of fire, and he found it.
Okay, here's the thing. I know you can find random people's tweets by like doing a search like Little Mermaid, and then like the most recent will appear, right? But the guy must have been on such a angry rampage or something that he must have looked it up. Yeah. Little Mermaid, new, black, female, whatever the tags are. Saw your tweet, replied to your tweet, and continued to have a conversation on that. And I felt like I don't know if you read his argument, but
bro, I looked at his profile, bro.
Dude,
he's got
so many titties, like,
and
that's why I retweeted.
It's like that's kind of like that guy's got issues.
No, dude, and then the guy mentioned that like, oh, you'd be the first one to go to CNN, Starbucks, and you get your information from your professor. I'm like, first of all, Starbucks is expensive as fuck. I'm not gonna go to Starbucks. Second, I'm not as liberal as you think. I'm a liberal, but it's like, like chill the fuck out. Like, it's just a movie. Like,
calm down, bro. Like,
and he mentioned that like, how would you feel if we made Dora Asian? I'm like, well, here's the thing. If you make Dora Asian, it defeats the purpose of who Dora is, right? Dora is this like Spanish Latin American chick
she's from freaking Central Mexico. She's supposed to be from like a small village in Mexico.
Exactly. And so her point of the show, the entire premise of the show is to
go ahead and push them like a little bit.
Yeah, the whole premise of the show is to teach Spanish or to like and it's based around her ethnicity. Like this one is legit based off her ethnicity. Ariel, the Little Mermaid, shows no mention to her ethnicity.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of surprised.
The only argument they use is that it's based off the coast of Denmark, but like, who the fuck cares? Like,
yeah, but that's the person. That's the prince. That's exactly. That's
you can tell me Ariel couldn't swim her happy ass all the way to Denmark to find a motherfucker. Come on, bro.
And that's like saying that the Little Mermaid or the mermaid or whatever is like a fucking human that decided to be a fish, and like it has no relations to it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of why I was like, oh, bro, like that's where I lost his reason. And he was talking about like something about South Africa having white people. And I'm like, well, of course I know that. I'm not ignorant. Everybody,
who the fuck doesn't know that Britain fucking colonized the shit out of Africa?
There we go. So that was my second argument. Yeah. It's like, yeah, there was.
Wakanda, if you know what Wakanda is, you know that Wakanda was never colonized in the Marvel comics.
Never.
So like,
that's the whole point. That's the whole premise.
The premise of Wakanda is
that they're a secret society hidden by Western culture.
Yeah,
so it has to be a black character to play like
it doesn't make sense, dude.
That's the whole premise of the fucking thing. And I'm like, you can use the same argument. Like it's like saying this. You know, John Smith from fucking Pocahontas.
Yeah.
Okay, him. Like if that character were to be another race, then I would get the obsession, being upset because. You know, the whole premise of this thing is that a European white person is coming over here with Pocahontas and shit. I would get it, but if there is no ethnic or cultural background behind a character, that character's up for grabs. So no matter what person can play it.
Yeah, look, bro, I didn't care who they were gonna cast for that. All I wanted to know was one thing, bro. Can she sing?
Exactly.
And guess what? When they put up that video of her singing, I was like, oh, she good.
She good.
Oh, she good, bro.
She good.
Oh, I was like, God, like this is the voice of an angel, bro. And then I found out she signed to Beyonce's label. And I said, first of all, Beyonce ain't going to sign anybody who ain't good, bro. Like, you know that.
It's Beyonce.
It's Beyonce, bro.
Even though she's overrated, but it's still Beyonce.
It's like, I was like, wow. I was like, dude, this girl's good. And I was like, there it is. There it is. He goes, because you could, look, first of all, the people who were saying, she better be a redhead. You're idiots. You do know that Disney screen test. There's a thing called a screen test you go in for before the studio makes their final decision. Before the casting director makes their final decision, you do something called the screen test. There was a screen test for Robert Pattinson for Batman. They put on the suit for him. I am pretty sure that somebody got a wig out there at the screen test, and they said, "Put this on," and they put it, and they said, "You know what? There's our Ariel."
And even then, they have these focus groups that they'll get them like random ass people, and they'll say, "What do you feel about this?"
Yeah.
And for random people to be like, "Okay, good," and for Disney to say, "Let's give it a green light."
Yeah.
Let's get an African American Ariel. I mean, I don't really think it matters too much because it's a fictional character.
It's a mythological creature, bro.
Mythological. There we
go. Bro, mermaids don't exist. I am so sorry to everybody who's listening who doesn't know this. Mermaids don't exist. They can be black, brown, purple, white, yellow, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if we were looking scientifically, like realistically, we would find a mermaid be fucking pale. What's it called? The eyes would be black because it's underwater, and we have to, if we're talking about realistic, or why the fuck
would be fucking like black as shit, bro, because it's gonna be super like tan, bro. Yeah, like come on, man, like
if they're using the realistic or the she's from Denmark and shit, like nah, dude, like if we're using realistic scientific whatever the fuck, even if it's not real, whatever,
she's gonna be tan as hell.
She will.
Yeah, but like I said, Brad, like I told you, bro, it doesn't fit their narrative. It doesn't fit their hateful, narrative. So they're not gonna use that. They just want a knee-jerk reaction out of you. And guess what? That's why I was just posting that video of the "shut the fuck up,"
dude. That is the funniest shit ever, bro.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You need to go outside. No, bitch.
Yeah, that got me so like I was like, yeah, that's all I'm gonna use, bro. I'm not gonna use that to what's it called
And he kept like saying that you were like a wuss, like a snowflake, liberal, whatever the fuck. I'm like, dude, there's nothing wrong with being a fucking liberal, dog.
First of all, like what's it called? I don't even like these days. I know I'm definitely not right wing. I'm not, but like to say I'm a liberal, I'm like, bro, you don't even know me, bro.
Exactly.
You don't even know.
I hate it when they assume that shit. It's like,
bro,
dude,
you don't even know me, bro.
I'm like, bro, I'm not even a fucking liberal or I'm a conservative, man. I'm just a human being.
Yeah.
I support decent human beings.
It's like when people say like, when people tell me I'm a Democrat, I'm like, bro, you don't even know. I don't like either party. I don't like the Democratic. I don't like the Republicans.
I think we should focus our efforts to, like, not to get political, but just there should be more than a two-party in the U.S. Like many other countries, they have the Green Party, the non-Republican Democrat, whatever the fuck they call themselves or whatever.
Yeah. So I thought that was fucking hilarious. Yeah. By the way, this is the video, guys. I just used this one on the kid. It was it's such a funny video. And I cut it so where I can only have the part of shut the fuck up. Yeah, it was funny, man. I was just like, I'm not gonna waste my time on these people. I'm not. I'm just gonna reply with a fucking GIF or a video. That's it.
I am unlike you. I felt like I was like, first of all, who the fuck is this guy? Like, what fucking?
If anything, I probably like a bot or something. I was like, what is this?
I thought that too, but then I don't know because he started I saw his page.
Yeah, he was like
retweeting
a lot of
titties and inappropriate things.
Yeah, very inappropriate things, especially because I believe it said it was teen porn. I was like, yikes. Yeah, I was like,
and then his what was fucking username? Gentleman, whatever the fuck.
I don't know.
I'm like, there's nothing gentleman about that, man.
But we've gotten to the point with this podcast where we're starting to get trolls. So first of all, last week it was the guy who spoiled Spider-Man for me, and then said I was paid by Marvel to say that the post-credit scenes were great, but I haven't even watched the fucking movie yet. I haven't watched the movie. We were supposed to go watch it. We haven't watched it.
No, we have not watched it.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
I was like, if you think I was giving a special screening, like Marvel, sure, go ahead, give me a special screening. I would like one.
Hell yeah.
But, there was that one. And then this week is this one. Brad had to fight off some Sonic fanboys that were telling him crap. It's gotten to the point where we've started to see the troll effect. I'm already said that I'm a shill. I'm paid by Marvel. Even though, I've told 1,000 times, I've told people, I thought Endgame was okay. I thought it was just okay. And and if I was paid by Marvel, I'd be saying that Endgame's the greatest cinematic thing that's ever come out.
Go buy it. Go buy the 4K
version. Go buy the Blu-ray, guys. Go buy the Blu-ray, guys. Yeah, I just it makes me laugh, man.
God damn it.
It makes me laugh. Yeah.
Funny shit, man. Twitter, funny shit.
Yeah, man. So here's a little thing to you trolls out there. If you're gonna tweet me stupid shit, trying to make me mad, I'm just gonna reply with a video or a GIF. Honestly, I don't have time for I'm gonna look at it and be like, okay, cool, because the GIF takes me 2 clicks. I just gotta search it up. That's it.
Search up, fuck off, and then boop.
Instead of having to just type out okay, this is what I'm gonna say. Cool. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah. I'm like, okay, yeah. Or the video, just go click. Okay, find my video, send. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I'm not like you. I like to fucking show them that. Yeah. It's because I'm not it's like I said, I'm not a liberal. I'm not a conservative. I'm a decent human being, man.
You're just.
I hate when people belittle other people because something's so stupid, man. Yeah. I don't know. I just thought it was the most ridiculous thing ever.
Here's the thing, bro. If you don't like the casting, watch it, bro. Do what Disney wouldn't want you to do. Don't watch them. Don't give them your money. Okay? You want to show them? Be part of the thousands of people who won't watch them.
Boycott it. Yeah.
These movies have already made box office records. Aladdin is 900 million worldwide right now. It needs 100 million more to make $1 billion. Are
you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't watched that shit.
Yeah, me neither. But because I'm waiting to watch it with my mom, but she hasn't had the time. Right. But if you don't want this casting, dude, all you need to do is just not watch it. It's that easy, man. How many movies I've ignored?
So many.
So many, man.
What movie I wish we would have ignored? Fucking Chucky. Sorry to be a fucking.
Yeah, I wish we would have ignored that Life of the Party too.
Please stop. Or Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider, yeah. It's quite the thing when that people say that you need to watch bad stuff to appreciate the good stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't know how much I would take that, man. Because I watched a lot of bad movies, but there's always been some aspects to the movies that I can like with Chucky. Right. Even though it wasn't good. I really like the lighting. I like the music. I like the the look of the film. I was like, I can take that at least. With Life of the Party, there was nothing about that movie that I could take out with me.
It was shit.
Yeah,
complete shit.
At least with Tomb Raider, I like the score. The music was pretty badass. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. With Tomb Raider, yeah, and also
the actress is really good.
The actress is really good, and also just how they were able to kind of show off the places they were at, really use the environment to themselves.
Right.
But other than that, there was story was shit. Yeah. But with Life of the Party, bro, I was like, no.
I couldn't find one good thing about it.
I was like, no, man. I'm sitting in my seat and I'm just like, please let this end. Please let this end.
That was bad.
It was that bad.
Yeah.
But you know, and that's not what's it called? You know, shit talking Melissa McCarthy, because
she's funny.
She got nominated for Can You Ever Forgive Me last year. Mm-hmm. So, you know, obviously she had to make something good.
Right.
But with those movies, I think it's just a script and, you know, a lot of other things. But yeah, dude, it's been quite the week. Yeah. Well,
yesterday was 4th of July. You want to talk a little bit about what you did?
Honestly, I did nothing, man. I went to work. That's it.
Work. But work at the island though. Did you see any fireworks?
Nope.
No, right. That
came back home. Went to work. Came back home. We went to go see my aunt and my little cousin.
Yeah.
My little baby cousin. He's so cute.
Yeah.
And then came back home, and just laid down and go to bed. I didn't do anything, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, my mom had the day off. Eric had the day off as well. But it's just like, you know, usually when 4th of July is on the weekend, that's when we'll cook out and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's during the week, man.
It sucked. What a bad time to have it, though.
Yeah.
It was fucking on
I wonder
Thursday.
I wonder if my big brother's listening to this. I don't know if he is. But, dude, he has a fucking 4-day weekend, bro.
Wow.
He got yesterday off. He got today off. And then he has Saturday and Sunday off.
My man.
Yeah, like, dude, imagine what I could be doing with a 4-day weekend, bro.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So, what did you do, dude?
I am very similar to you. I had food poisoning. So, I was just in my house.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was at the house, and my parents left in the morning to Matamoros. And my mom was like, oh, I want to go get my nails done, my hair done, whatever the fuck. And then we'll go out later in the afternoon. And so I said, yeah, that's fine. Okay, whatever. And so there's no food, right? And I went to go eat some panchos. Panchos is like like a nachos with like fajita on top and shit. It's the most delicious thing ever. Think of nachos times 7.
So like refried beans.
Yeah, refried
jalapenos.
Beans.
And there's
pico de gallo.
Pico de gallo. And
guacamole.
Guacamole. Yeah. Look, for the Cali people, I believe you guys have carne asada fries. So imagine carne asada fries, but with nachos instead of fries. Right. That's what you guys have. So that's what it is.
So I took my girl out to eat that the day beforehand, but I had some leftover food or whatever. Yeah. And I left it in the freezer or whatever, and I took it out and reheated it, and immediately, dude, I bit into the first bite, and I was like, dude, this is shit, but I'm still hungry, so I'm gonna eat it. And I kept eating it, and I ate it. And I ate like an entire ass plate of it.
Are you sure that you left it in the freezer? Do you think maybe your parents are like, wait, what's this? Left it out, and then they put it in the freezer right in the morning.
Okay. And I don't know how long it takes for it to go bad, but I did leave her out for like, I don't know, maybe like 45 to an hour.
No, it's not that bad, bro.
I don't think so, right?
Like, what's it called? The meat that my dad makes, cookouts, he leaves it overnight, and we make it in the morning for the breakfast. And
right. So then I don't think anything. Right, exactly. Yeah. But then, dude, immediately, like, maybe like 30 minutes out into it or whatever. Dude, stomach growls. Fuck. Yo, I got like, not like massive diarrhea, but
Were you doing the famous pose of the...
contemplating my entire life. Yeah, dude.
Lord, if you save me from this, I will never eat anything bad
I will never masturbate ever in my life again. Just save me from this pain. Dude, and so I was like dying, bro. I puked, nausea, bro. It was like the worst fucking 4th of July ever. And then those fucking shitty ass kids outside playing fucking fireworks and shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, man? Turn that shit off. Like, you're in a fucking residential neighborhood. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like,
I played my annual game of what's it called? Fireworks or gunshots. That was fun.
Yeah. What did you, more gunshots, more fireworks?
At some point, they just start similarizing each other, and it's like, you know, you can't tell. But dude, that is terrible, man. I cannot, bro.
Horrible.
Like that's.
And I had it this morning too. I had to skip my clinicals because I puked in the parking lot. I got to the clinical, right, in the nursing home or whatever. Yeah. And I was there with my teacher. And I'm like, dude, I feel like I still feel like shit. Yeah. And they asked me, hey, what's wrong? You look all pale and shit. And I'm like,
I was puking my ass off.
Well, yeah, I feel like shit. Like, I had diarrhea and crap. Like, I think I got food poisoning or whatever. And then I had my phone on my pocket. So my teacher's like, oh, go put your phone in your car or whatever, right? And so I'm walking back to the car to drop off my phone. And I was like, dude, fuck no. No thanks. I told my friends, yo, buddies, like, go tell them, like, I'm just gonna skip this fucking class. Like, I'm sorry, like, I can't go. So I skipped that day, that morning of the nursing home thing, and then I went back to school, but in the afternoon, like at 4:00. So we're good on that.
Dude, that's like.
It's the worst, dude. Feeling nauseous, because I can take the shits, right?
Yeah, no.
Your asshole hurts, but nauseated?
Because after a while, the shit's going to stop. Like, you're going to start getting to the point where it's like stomach acid that you're pooping out. There's not actual poop anymore.
Yeah.
But, like, with the nausea, bro, it's like you're there and, like, you don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. And you're just like, oh, God, I hope it's like you're driving. You're like, God, I hope it's not here. I hope I don't barf here. And like you'll be like, it's stuck there, and then it just won't go unless you fucking barf.
And it'll be like the most ridiculous, stupid things. Like you'll get up and like maybe like burp a little bit, and then it regurgitates, and you're just like, fuck. And then you taste it, and then you're disgusted, and because you taste it in your mouth, then you puke more.
And then it sucks because what's it called? Especially when you're not home, it's like I don't have a toothbrush. I don't have anything. I have to be stuck with this stank ass breath all day, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Disgusting, dude.
It sucks, man. It's like I would not wish, food poisoning on my worst enemies, man.
Exactly.
Because it's gonna be steps, bro. Like you're gonna be hunched over that damn toilet, asking for forgiveness for every little sin you've done, bro.
Yeah, I know. Today I'm barely getting over the thing. Well, right now right now because I still have the not the shits, but just residue or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it sucks. And then your ass is just all like rosao and
then you're just fucking burning and shit. You're like, oh man.
Yeah. Welcome to the Nerdcore Poop Talk. That's what we're doing here. Poop Talk.
It's healthy to talk about your poop.
Yeah.
Okay, second question, and I want to ask this to the viewers, whoever's watching this, and you guys can tweet us because I'm very interested.
Or send us a voice message on Anchor, dude. We're going to start putting the link in the description for you guys to do that. All you guys, look, if you have an Anchor account, it's already easy for you. You click that, you just record a message and send it to us.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't have an Anchor account, go ahead and make one. It's that easy.
Or tweet us.
Tweet us.
Nerdcorps or our personal page.
Yeah, Nerdcore _. Nerdcorps is owned by somebody else.
Yeah, and my question is, and I'm not too sure if that's this question before, but do most of you guys have a single shit stream? Or
I wish.
Do you shit like continuous? Like it'll be like you'll sit down on the toilet. Yeah. You poop one solid.
How many times is your asshole open? Basically?
Right. How many times is that sphincter between your asshole and the outside world? Yeah. How many times is that open? Is it once? Because I've heard from a few of my friends that say that it's only one usually. Yeah. And I'm like, how? How do you get rid of all that? And I'm thinking like, yo, they must do like this fucking 2-foot anaconda shit, man. Because I'm like, there's no fucking way that I can poop one single continuous shit. Because your asshole's got to be open, right? Yeah. Your sphincter's got to be open. Release the fucking feces. And then just like, I'm so sorry that this is gross or whatever, guys.
It's gross, guys, but
it's disgusting, but it's life.
What do you expect from this show?
Everybody does it, so fucking. Anyways. How much time do your sphincter have to fucking open? That was my little rant, and I do want to hear you guys' opinion. So please tweet us that Instagram, whatever. I don't expect
anybody to tweet us about this, but
please, I am interested to know.
For me, it's a good it's multiple times, bro. Like my ass multiple times, but I'm also in there for a while. But it's dude, that sucks so much, man. And it sucks because. Usually you would think that, 4th of July, day off, I'm going to go ahead and spend it pretty well. And, going to have a cookout or eat hot dogs or something, eat a burger or something, But, you spent it with food poisoning. I spent it working. Yeah. Yeah.
Which would say, I think it's pretty much equal.
Yeah, pretty much,
I think it's pretty much equal, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's that.
But 4th of July is such an interesting holiday, isn't it? Yeah. It's like... People get together this one day out of the year and pop fucking fireworks.
Drink beer, have a cookout.
Which is cool, right? Drinking beer.
Well, there's also like, what's it called? 4th of July is also when the most gun-related, accidents happen.
And fire and explosive.
Yeah, because fucking idiots decide to drink beer and hold a gun. Like, that's not the way. Like, no.
Or they let their little kids... play with those little fucking poppers that they don't know is fucking dangerous. Yeah. And they pop on their finger, and then they gotta take them to specialists, and then if they live in the valley, there's no fucking burn specialist, so the closest one is about 200 miles away, and then you're fucked, right? Yeah. That's my problem with that. That's why I had tweeted that. I think we should do more control on those things, but
that's just then you end up like George Pierre-Paul, what's it called from the Giants, who had his fucking finger blown off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you end up without one finger.
And it's more common than you fucking
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it's more common than people think.
My fucking hand with fireworks. Yeah. And ever since that day when I was like fucking small, I was like, nah, man. Fireworks are fucking stupid. One thing is too much money. It's like, it's ridiculous how much money you spend on those shits. Just
like, and it's also like, and I was talking to somebody on Twitter about that. Fireworks have me on edge, bro. Especially living out here, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, gunshots all the time. Like, it really does have me on edge. I'm like, sometimes like, okay, what is this? And then you'll just hear, like, after the fireworks, you hear the and I'm like, okay. And I'm like, damn it. Like, yeah. It has me on edge, man. So, that's why I hate fireworks. Some fireworks are pretty cool. But there's some that are like, I look at them, I'm like, oh, yeah, this makes me too uncomfortable, man. Like, Like
the ones that, like, I don't know if you've heard, they're like whistles. And they go... Dude, those are so fucking dangerous because they have no real, like, it's supposed to go up.
There's no trajectory for them, man.
It's not. So they'll sometimes go at you and you're like, fuck. Bah, 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 bah. And you're like, what the fuck do I do?
Yeah, I hate black cats. Those are the worst for me.
Dude, those have like those like have a 2-second fucking explosive mark.
So you better fucking flash run your ass out of there, bro.
Legit though. It's like 2 seconds. You fucking light it, you throw it, and as it's in the air, it fucking pops. Yo, and if one of them's defective, they'll just pop in your fucking hands.
Yeah. No, I hate those, bro. I hate those more than anything.
Yeah, stupid.
Yeah, plus there was one time where they were like, they went all over the place and one went to my leg or something, and I hated that. No, dude. Fireworks are something else, man. Also, I just hate the way that they make dogs feel.
My dog was fucking crying.
Yeah, man. Bro. My dog was just like, what is this? What is this? What is this? By the way, they shaved his beard. My dog's beard.
Oh, really?
It's shaved.
Nice.
Yeah, so he looks weird. I couldn't even recognize him, bro. Couldn't even recognize him. Yeah, that's God, I'm trying to think.
I need to get my dog neutered. I mean, fucking cut off his balls and shit. Yeah. I've been having a problem with him,
bro. Ever since that dog fucked, bro.
Dude, this boy has been fucking. Yo, my man never peed inside the house, like inside the trash can and in the walls or whatever. Dude, he just, I don't know, for the last, I don't know, month maybe. Bro, he's been peeing in walls and shit. Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. Ever since that dog fucked, bro.
No, and the thing is, I think you're right. I think it has to relate to sex because I think he just wants attention or wants something. But I think I just need to cut off his balls, dude. Like, I don't think he deserves to fuck, dude. Yeah. This dog, dude, I had to get him back on the kennel.
Yeah. By the way, if you guys don't know Max, he's like the nicest dog ever.
Yeah,
he's really loving and affectionate. There's never been one time where I've been with Max and he's peed on the floor and stuff. Mm-mm. But I have been noticing a certain thing ever since that he had sex. Like, it's like what he's been doing to Luis. Like,
he's torturing me, man.
Like, even giving him dirty faces too, bro. Like, remember that time you tweeted? I'm like, dude, I got really dressed up and everything looked really good. Yeah. I look at my dog and my dog just goes, what? He's like, looks dude. Like.
My dog looked at me like with so much disgust and
like,
despair.
Dude, you
like
look fucking ugly.
He's like, ew. Like, and I felt bad about myself, dude. I was like, fuck, dude. My dog said I look like shit. Like, essentially, like if his looks can talk.
Maybe the side eye, bro.
Yeah. But then there he is still begging me for food at the side of the table. Yeah. Fucking.
He's a good dog. He's a great dog, bro.
He's a little shit.
I'm telling you, bro. Ever since that guy fucked, bro, he's been feeling some type of way, bro. He's like, I'm the man of this place now. No, you're gonna pick up my crap and my pee, and you're gonna pick it up where I tell you where it's gonna be. Good dude, I'm telling you, man. That's why I'm scared that if that dog ever fucks, bro, that we're done, bro. That one's already chiflado more than anything, dude.
Is he?
Yeah.
Has he started humping stuff?
Huh?
Has he started humping stuff?
Bro, he's humped my arm, my legs, my
You as the owner, he humps you.
I'll be like, hey buddy, how you doing? And then he'll put his hand around his legs on top of this one and be like, okay, he's just gonna want to bite my fingers and like he always does that. And then he'll just put the other one and he'll start going. Then I'm like, hey. I was like, hell no, bro.
Yeah.
Get off me.
Your dog is an indoor dog, right?
Yeah, bro.
Do you ever take him outside?
Funny enough, Brad, I'm sorry, Luis, he just got out of the house right now. Like we had the door open because we were coming over here. He got out, bro. He started chasing the cats, and then he was trying to go up front, and I caught him, bro. Like, no, bro. Like, he almost ran away, bro. I'm like, oh.
Really?
And my mom was like, really, like, she got shocked. She was like, holy crap. Because this dog's about to,
Was that his first time?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because my dog doesn't give a fuck, bro.
I know. Dog. Fucking Shih Tzus, man, don't give a shit, man. Shih Tzus don't give a shit.
Yeah. The funny thing is, like, you know, they don't give a shit, but they're like some of the most loving and affectionate ones ever. Because, like, I sleep with my dog, and, you know, at first he'll be at the edge, but then he'll just come over to me, lay down, and put his body up against mine to get the heat, and he'll do the hand like his head like that to my hand, so that way I can hug him. Yeah, and he'll be like there like that, and I'm like, dude, how the fuck are you like so like affectionate? Yeah. But when you wake up in the morning, you're a little shit, bro.
Yeah, mine is the same, dude. I still cradle mine like a baby. Like, he's like 4 years old or whatever the fuck, but he still goes to me, and then he makes me carry him. Yeah. And then cradle him, and then he just like, you know, tugs him, you know, under my chest or whatever, and it just goes like that.
Mine loves it when I pick him up like this, and he puts his hand, the what's it called, arms on top of here. Yeah. And then I'll have him like this, and he's like a dog, like a baby, like I'm picking him up like that. I can't do it like this anymore. He used to let me do that, but no, now it's just that way. That's the way he likes it.
My dog likes the cradle, dude. And then for me to like brush his hair, cradle, and he'll fucking fall asleep. Yeah, little dick.
He'll do the side one like that. Yeah. When he's laying down, so you can like kind of like what's it called, belly rub him. And it's stupid. Dude, it's like, dude, dogs are crazy, bro. Dogs are crazy, but they're cool at the same time.
I think they're manifestations of everything that's good in the world.
I think they're like what's it called, also like a manifestation of everything that we wish that like. I feel like they're a manifestation of what we wish we could be. Like, we wish that we could ask for attention that way and receive it so fast. Right. And we wish that we could also be like constantly, you know, like what's it called? I don't want to say touched, but like, you know, shown affection that way, like being through like physical stimulation, like just like rubbing them the belly or like scratching them. Like I feel like they're very much a like, you know, a manifestation of a little bit of what humans wish they were, and I feel like that's why they're man's best friend, because they're very much everything we wish we could be. Like I feel like that's the truth. Like we wish we could ask for attention that way and receive it so fast. No. Yeah. That's I'm trying to remember anything else that I wanted to bring up to attention because, you know, we're not talking about Spider-Man. I'm sorry, we didn't get to watch that. We're gonna go next Tuesday.
But we will talk about a certain movie that we watched.
Yeah. Wow, and by the way, I want to say that Luis has not told me anything of what he thought about this movie. He sent me one text after. He was like, I don't know how to feel. Yeah. And I told him one thing. I said, there's one thing for certain. Nobody makes movies like this motherfucker, bro. No. So you guys probably know my thoughts because I did a little entry post on Letterboxd and I did a little review. I always do those spoiler free. So, you know, the conversation on this movie will be spoiler free. But we did get to watch that one. I'm sorry. Next week we'll talk about Spidey because we're gonna go watch it on Tuesday. For $5 Tuesday. Yes, sir. Yeah. I did not know that. You know that when the movie barely comes out, it's not eligible for $5 Tuesday.
Yeah, I called them. I called them and I asked them like, "Hey, what's Tuesday? Whatever." She's like, "Well, since it's the premiere, it doesn't count." So we're
sons of bitches.
I know. I'm like fucking assholes.
Yeah, sons of bitches.
But it's okay. I don't mind waiting a little bit. I know you got it spoiled, but
I'm paid by Marvel either way. I watched it before.
Right, exactly. We went to a private screening in Los Angeles.
Yeah, you fucking show, man. Yeah, I took out time out of my busy schedule to go to Los Angeles.
Today was my date to the movie.
Yeah. I didn't even have a +1, or I would have taken Luis because he's not paid by Marvel. Brad, on the other hand, they said completely fuck you, Brad. You're not paid by Marvel. We'll see if DC ever hits up his email. And then, you know, when they do that, he'll change his mind completely on Aquaman. He'll be like, hey, man, I fucking loved Aquaman. God damn it. Yeah. So if there's not anything else that we need to talk about, we'll go ahead and go into this discussion. You know, I just talked about work. You know, what's it called? Week was kind of like that. Mm-hmm. You talked about the food poisoning. Yeah. Shits and everything. Yeah.
But I think we can go into
tomorrow I'm going to be filming the movie, so that's that.
Yeah. Guys. And we have a little bit of news on it. Yeah. Raul had to get a change, a last minute, change of actors.
By the way, Andrew didn't do anything wrong. Just his work just didn't give him the approved hours. They didn't approve his days off. So he got screwed there.
Right, which he could have mentioned a while ago, but it's okay.
No, he thought he had him approved. And then today he tells me, because he had told me before, he's like, yeah, dude, everything's good. Yeah. And he tells me today, he's like, dude, they just didn't approve it. I was like, okay, well, fuck you, Chili's. So,
Chili's?
Yeah, he works at Chili's. Not the one here. So no, don't worry. We don't have to boycott that establishment. Yeah, so Eric's going to be doing that. That's going to be pretty cool. He was my original choice. He was who I always wanted to do it. Yeah. But, you know, he had a wacky-ass schedule for work. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, we're going to be doing that.
Tomorrow's not working?
He works until 3 o'clock, so we're going to be doing it earlier. So, like, that's why I said we're going to start at 10. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, I have to be up, like, around 8:30 to come and set up here.
Right.
Turn on the AC so that way people are comfortable.
Right.
Yeah. And, yeah, so that's going to be that. I did say it on Twitter that if you guys want an extra first look into, like, the trailer when it drops, you got to be a Patreon supporter. Mm-hmm. Got to go and do that. You can get the first first look at that.
And also any behind the scenes, I'm assuming you're probably going to do that. Yeah. We'll give it to the Patreon supporters as well.
Yeah. If anything, I'm probably going to, probably do a little bit of behind the scenes.
A little B-roll, actually.
Yeah. It's going to probably be on my phone, just taking pictures and, you know, video. Because I really had the big role in this film. I'm playing producer, director, DP, and a lot of things, you know. Like, I've been really, you know, stressed out with this project, but I wouldn't want it any other way, right? Wouldn't want it any other way.
It's your baby.
It's my baby. Yeah, it's my baby, and I can't wait for me to get that footage over to Alex and him to start editing that. So that's that, guys. We're gonna go ahead and go on and talk about this movie. We're gonna talk a little bit about Midsommar. I'm so sorry, it's not Midsommar. It's Midsommar. That's actually how it's said. What's it called? I was like, wow. And then I watched an interview with Ari Aster, and he goes, yeah, it's he called it Midsommar.
Because it's Swedish?
Yeah, because it's Swedish. Swedish. So we're going to talk about that movie. So if you haven't watched it, I really do hope you guys not keep listening. If you do want to keep listening, it's okay. And you don't care, you don't care. You know, that's fine with me. But, you know, spoiler warnings out in there. And if you, if you're down with that, then go ahead and keep listening after the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, man. So, you know, this was, yeah. I want to go ahead and backtrack a little bit.
Right.
He made his directorial debut with Hereditary last year.
Fantastic movie.
It was my 4th favorite movie of the year. I want to say. I don't have my list on me, and my phone's at 1%.
It was the top 5.
It was top 5 to me. I had never seen a horror movie like that before. And I'm proud to say that I've never watched a horror movie like this before either. I've never watched anything like this before. And you know, he's different, bro. When I look at him and Peele, I'm like, these are two people that are doing something really, really different right now in a genre that I feel that has gotten a little bit stale as of late. And these guys are doing something very, very different. And what Hereditary did for me, it's very different from what this movie did for me.
Right.
I think that Ari Aster is an incredible talent. I think this guy, him and Peele are the ones you need to look out for right now. Cause like, if you're a studio and you are not, you know, contacting these guys, you're fucking up. Cause like what these two are able to do quality wise, it is incredible. We're talking like, technicality and everything. It's incredible. Now, this movie is about a group of friends who are supposed to go to Sweden for a summer festival.
And it's fine if we go into a lot of detail. So explain some of the detail in this.
Yeah. Spoiler. So, it was originally going to be just those friends. But
a group of 4 friends.
Yeah, but the girlfriends, oh my God, what a scene in that one, dude. That part gave me the chills, bro.
Do you mind if I explain it? Okay. So let me set up the premise. So the movie starts off with an email, and it's from a sister to the main protagonist in the film, or protagonist, or whatever, or the main character.
Yeah,
let's not say protagonist, right?
Florence Pugh.
Right. And she gets an email from her bipolar sister claiming she's going to kill herself, and she's done, and she's going to kill her parents and whatever the fuck. And usually it later develops into her mind that she always does this. She always wants attention or whatever the fuck. Yeah. And she called her boyfriend, which is one of the other characters that comes in, and asks him to, you know, for advice and shit like that. And he just tells her, like, completely dismisses her and tells her, you know what, she always calls and shit like that. I hated that.
He's a terrible.
He completely disregarded her sister's feelings or whatever, and told her, you need to like tell her to fuck off and stuff like that. And so she wrote back to her sister saying, you can't keep writing to me like this or whatever the email had said. Yeah. Later, we find out that she actually ended up, the sister of the protagonist killed her mom and dad.
What a way to do it by taping. Oh my
God. She used like a duct system to run 2 cars in the garage, close the garage, hook up the muffler to these ducts, put 2 of them into her parents' room, close the windows, and then one directly onto her face, duct taped it shut, and she killed herself. Yeah.
If you guys remember the old 80s movies, the way they used to kill themselves back then, they used to lock themselves in the garage and
leave
the foot on the gas and have the carbon monoxide just kill them like that. So, dude, that was, oh my God, I was like,
it was one of the most gruesome things ever, dude.
And it's crazy because Hereditary was really gruesome, but this way that we're talking about the last death from the last movie was the girl getting her head fucking clean cut off. And in this one, the way she does it, I'm like, holy shit.
And I like the way this director does it because he makes it so realistic. Things that actually.
And then, of course, last movie, right? Toni Collette does an incredible performance that had me like not only like crying, but it had me terrified because I'm putting myself in her shoes and I'm thinking, this is exactly how I would feel if I lost my mom. And then I lost my own daughter. But in this one, I put myself in her shoes. And Florence Pugh, dude, those screams, those cries, those guttural moans, I was like, oh my God. I was rubbing my arms because I had chills. And I was like, what? I think about first, Florence Pugh, where does she need to take herself to get that reaction, bro? And then I think about Aster, probably in back of that camera, being like, this is what I need you to do. This is where I probably need you to go. Right. And I'm thinking, like, there is absolutely something in their relationship with the way that Ari Aster communicates with his cast to be able to get that out of them, dude. Now I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, like this is something else. I'm in for something else.
Exactly. Yeah. And the way that it's presented, because it's like, now who does she have? She has a boyfriend that barely loves her, is a fucking asshole. Yeah. She just lost her mom and her dad and her sister, her entire family, one night. And she has this unsupportive boyfriend treating her like shit and stuff like that. So anyways, guys, so they continue. So then she, so like I said, the dickhead of a boyfriend is going off to Sweden.
Yeah, and he doesn't tell her.
She finds out by going to a party, and one of the other friends or whatever is like, oh, I hope you have fun in Sweden, and that's how she finds out. Later we find out that the boyfriend invited her just out of like, oh well, just come if you want, like kind of being like all late and shit, so that way she can say no. She says yes. And the whole part of the trip is that they go to Sweden to one of the friends of the dickhead boyfriends. He's from Sweden, but he's from a very small, I would describe it as a cult or like a very small community, right? Is that how you describe that place?
Yeah, it's kind of like a very what's it called, secluded community from like, it's like a small village inside Sweden, and they're doing the Midsommar festival, which is an actual real thing in Sweden. It just doesn't go this way. No, it's like an actual thing.
No,
and they go
right, and we find out that
it starts off fine. Like things are kind of not normal because it's a culture they don't know.
It starts off with them. First of all, it starts off with them doing drugs.
Yeah.
Before even reaching the which is a weird thing because I was like, okay, I guess if that's what you guys.
Was this fucking Woodstock or something?
Exactly, dude. That is exactly what I was thinking before that. I'm like, what kind of show is this? Or whatever. Anyways.
Yeah, and they start like that, and then it just takes a turn for the worst. Things start getting hectic.
What was the first thing? Was it
I think it was
the falling?
Yeah.
The two older 75-year-olds?
Yeah. By the way, I want to point out something. Ari Aster said that he wrote this film after a terrible breakup. He said that this isn't really a horror movie; it's a breakup movie, and I can see it. I can see it.
I can see the betrayal.
Yeah.
I can see the director putting himself in that girl's shoes.
I think he was what's it called, connecting a lot to Florence Pugh's character, to Danny.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I think that there is a lot that this movie's saying. I think this movie says a lot about when we're very vulnerable after something happens, we cling to these little bit of attention. And like, this is maybe something that you might relate more to because I haven't been through a breakup in a long ass time. So, after we have these very vulnerable moments, we cling to every little attention that we can kind of get. And that's why Danny kind of falls into the trap of this cult. Because her walls are completely down right now. She's feeling the worst. She has a boyfriend who doesn't care. Obviously doesn't care. The other friends don't even know that she's alive, except for that one guy who, treats her pretty well. But, he's kind of just like, it looks like he kind of likes her, doesn't want to do anything about it.
And he's part of the cult.
Yeah, part of the cult too.
Yeah.
So who is she going to turn her back, who's she's going to turn to?
The community that supports her. The only I guess the
what
new
she
family.
Says, what Pell says.
We're family now.
We're family.
Sister, yeah.
This, and you know how I knew it too?
What?
Because people were laughing at this, but I understood what he was trying to do. This when she would scream, they would scream.
Yeah.
When they were having sex, they were feeling it too.
They were mimicking everything.
Yes,
she was going
because her pain was their pain. Her pleasure was their pleasure. Like everything in here is done as a family, as a community, which can be weird because of the inbreeding.
Because that's a very big cult thing.
But that's what makes Danny come into, kind of fall into the trap. Is that they're making her feel like she's won, making her feel like she's accepted. But sooner or later, that's gonna run out, and she's gonna be back at square one, feeling alone. Because they're not going to need her anymore. So, first of all, I want to just say Florence Pugh gave my second favorite performance of this year. First is Lupita Nyong'o for Us. She did an incredible job in that one. But this was something different. Like, I felt so bad for her. I understood her. I connected so much to Danny because I've been there. I wanted attention for where my walls were completely down, and I wanted somebody just to say, "Hey, it's gonna be okay. Are you okay?"
I want to ask you what's wrong.
Yeah, somebody just to act like, just to care. That's what she wanted. She just wanted her boyfriend to care and to be there for him, like any other boyfriend should be. Right. And he wasn't. He only cared about. First of all, doing whatever the fuck he was there to do. And then finding a topic for his thesis.
Which he came with the purpose of nothing. He was
just going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, not a lot of, everybody in that group is fucked, bro. You have one that's the jealous guy who wants all the credit for himself, to do all the work only himself. He doesn't want to really help anybody else.
The black dude, right?
Yeah, he's only there for his own
agenda.
His own agenda. He's gonna use everybody else just to fit his stuff, so that way when he's done, he's gonna leave them alone. It's not a community. And you have Pell, who obviously he's there to give the offerings, and then you have the asshole boyfriend, who obviously is terrible, and then you have the dumbass Mark, who is the comedic relief.
Mark, dude, although he was a fucking jackass, I thought he was fucking awesome. And he fit perfectly in this role.
I'm glad that Astor added some comedy to your... Because I understand why you wouldn't add it to Hereditary, because that's a little bit more on the very gloomy and grim part.
The whole movie is gloomy, yeah.
Yeah, but in this one, I'm glad that he kind of had comedic part there, because not only was it helping to make Mark look like a jackass and a dumbass, but it also was parts of those moments where we can add a little bit of levity here.
And realistically, it's he's the one that's questioning, what the fuck? Why are they doing this shit? It's so fucking weird. Why are they all simultaneously eating at the same time these people are eating? He questions those things, and it gives us oh shit, they realize it too. It's funny because we're well, why don't these dumbasses just get the fuck out of there?
It's very different from the way that Connie and her boyfriend reacted. When
the English people, right?
Yeah. They were just this is fucked. We're out. We don't know why this is And
I'm so fucking sad about them. They didn't deserve to die. I'm why did they die? They weren't
but then
you
realize they were part of the offering. So
yeah.
And you're like, oh,
and they were meant to die anyways.
Yeah, and you're like, oh my god, when I heard that, he went to the station, I'm like, nah, he ain't going to stay. You know, homeboy just got whacked, bro. Homeboy got whacked. And when I saw the girl take Mark, I was like, bye, Mark. That's it for you, buddy.
That's what I thought, too. I'm like, yeah.
Bro, you do not piss on the ancestral tree and get away with it, bro. You know, like, they're gonna do something to you.
Yeah, and fucking Americans and shit.
Yeah. So. So I really liked the way that he does this stuff in this movie. Like I said, I had watched Hereditary by myself with my cousin and her boyfriend in my room at college. So I didn't have the pleasure of watching that in theaters with everybody. Mm-hmm. But I want to say it kind of did take me out when they were laughing at certain things that I don't think were meant to be laughed at. But
I think that's depending on what theater you go to, and maybe that audience wasn't like mature enough to appreciate a film like this.
I had a group of young adults in the back who were laughing and making jokes all the time.
Same, I did too. Yeah, I did too, man.
While I had a older couple back of me, like a good old middle-aged, early 30s. They were really serious throughout the whole film. They didn't even laugh through the parts we were supposed to laugh at.
Right.
And then you had me and Eric who were laughing actually through the parts that we were at, and like. You know, and then when the serious stuff was happening, I was like, holy shit, yeah, like, wow. And I feel like I'm taking up a lot of the conversation, Luis. You want to kind of say a little bit what you thought more about it? You know, like what...
I thought...
If you even have any words to say what you feel about this movie.
Here's the thing. I love this new genre of horror. Because I don't know if I would describe it as horror or I would describe this as like a disturbing piece of cinema that like... Because... A lot of the deaths that were there, they weren't like deaths that you would normally think, like someone slashing your fucking guts or whatever.
Yeah.
Some sort of like slasher film or whatever. It was all like very gruesome and like realistic, like especially when the guy was jumping off the cliff and he landed on his legs.
Yeah.
And you saw, you know, how the legs protruded outside of his out of his skin.
Yeah.
And then they used that little Thor's hammer or whatever the fuck they had on the thing.
Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker or some shit, and they bashed his head and bashed his head and bashed his head.
Yeah,
dude, those scenes were ridiculously accurate, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Oh my God. Everything, dude, from cutting up that corpse and hanging him on that chicken coop to fucking putting the paralyzed shitty boyfriend inside the bear costume.
Yeah,
see, everything was such. Like, and I'm thinking, like,
very symbolic.
And I'm trying to think of like what would go on in the writer's or the director's head for him to even think of this shit. I'm like, because it's not like a regular horror film. Like I said, it's not a horror film that you can say, you know, here's your jump scare. There was no jump scares. I don't think there was any jump scares.
There's one. For me, there was one for me.
Which one?
When he's taking the pictures of the what's it called, the book, the guy.
Oh, and he bashes his head.
And it gets his head bashed. I was like,
but I don't even think that was that.
No,
much.
I think it was just out of like left field. I was like, I didn't expect that to happen. What's it called? It caught me out by surprise. It wasn't really like a jump scare, like the Nun. It wasn't like the Nun where like it turns back and she's like there. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So I really appreciated this type of horror, and I think that I most likely relate to this type of horror. Like that's the one I like because. Sure, anybody can get scared from a jump scare. Yeah. It doesn't take much for a person to get scared, right? It's just a random piece of anything. Yeah. Anything could have popped up in the screen, and it scares you, right? It could be a fucking banana.
But when it can provoke thought, bro.
Well, when it gets you to think and say, you know what, dude, this is fucked up. Like, this is like, okay, what if we actually had these type of codes? And it makes you think, like, what in the world, you know, if someone thought of this now, a director, who's to say this doesn't or had happened before or is happening right now, because we don't know. And that I think that's the craziest thing. That's the craziest part of it. Yeah. Of this type of thing, you know.
Eric's here. Eric, you want to give us your thoughts on Midsommar?
What's up?
You want to give us your thoughts on Midsommar?
Oh my God.
What's up, dude?
Speaking to his mic. Speaking to his mic.
Hi, this is Eric.
By the way, guys, it's Eric. Yeah,
I'm back. Midsommar. Oh my God.
Midsommar.
Midsommar, is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah, that's how Aster says it. Yeah.
Oh, man, well.
How are you feeling during the sex scene?
It's, you know, especially now where, like, you have all these, like, quote-unquote scary movies, right? And then, I mean, it's just feel like it's what the genre should be. It's the I feel like it's the new standard for horror.
Yeah.
Because there's a difference between a horror film and a scary movie.
Mm-hmm.
Annabelle,
Scary.
Scary movie. All the what's it called? What do you call them? Insidious, all that crap, all that shit. Oh wait, can I cuss?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All that shit is scary movies.
Yeah.
Hereditary. That's a horror film. Let me throw it back real quick. The Shining. That's
it's
a
horror.
fucking horror film.
It's horror,
That
man.
is.
Lisa's never watched The Shining.
Look,
haven't you?
I feel like then The Shining was the standard of horror, right? And that's what kept it up. The Birds standard of horror.
Oh yeah.
The Birds used to be the standard. Then The Shining came in, and then we saw Hereditary. I saw Hereditary, and I was like, "Oh, that's the new standard."
Yeah. Eric was shitting his pants watching Hereditary.
But no, Midsommar.
Yeah.
That is the new standard.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I want to ask you one thing.
what's up?
Will you ever be able to look at a redhead the same now?
I ain't never looked at them, but now I can't watch the new live action of
Little Mermaid.
Oh wait, she's not a redhead.
No.
Ah, dang it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No, you're good then.
yeah, no,
But-
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. But just know that I won't trust them.
But by the way, I was gonna say, what's it called? Because we watched it in a theater with like asshole kids in the back who were laughing at things that you weren't supposed to be laughing at.
Bro, I laughed at it. I mean,
I feel like-
no.
I also feel like it's nervous laughter.
Yeah, for me it was a nervous laughter. Like
Yeah.
I was like,
no,
what?
they were cracking jokes and stuff.
Yeah, because they're little kids.
Yeah.
Their balls haven't dropped.
I don't know why they're.
It's a rated R film.
What's up?
I don't know why fucking children are in that movie theater. I think
Speaking to the mic, sir.
I think people should respect when it's a rated R film. Don't bring your fucking kids to those movies.
Yeah.
I mean,
Especially in enjoying the movie itself.
I mean, they weren't kids. They were
Yeah, like
probably my
teen.
age.
Yeah.
But
I-
like at the end of the day, they're kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I wanted to. I understand this.
I wanted to talk about
Exactly. Not everyone is like you. Exactly.
Yeah. There was one part that I wanted to kind of
The period one with the pubic hair.
God, that was fucking. It was fucking great. And then when she asked the girl, I was like, I think I ate her pubic hair.
Did you notice
probably
though
did.
in that shot, because they shot the whole shot was the entire row, and if you notice their drinks, his was the only. I don't know if you picked that up, but his was the only one. You picked it up. Wait, where it was like this like orange reddish color, and the rest of them were like yellow.
Yellow. Yeah. Yeah.
It was weird.
She got some period blood in there.
And pubic hair.
Oh.
What were the meat pies meat? Yes, right.
I feel like those were a little bit of the meat from Connie and her boyfriend too.
It was right.
Because remember they were carving up the what's it called, the bear, and taking out everything. I feel like they were a little bit of cannibals.
I think so too.
I think so. And there was something else that I wanted to bring up, and Eric kind of fucked me over on that one because I was trying to think about it. I think this movie says a lot also about the way that I think the real fear here, it's not the cult.
Right.
It's the manipulation of grief. How somebody can take grief and manipulate you into joining a cult.
Right.
Or, what's it called? A boyfriend thinking that he's the right match for you and he should stay with you because he's treating you well during this. That's the real fear. The real fear to me. I think that's the real scary aspect of this. It's the manipulation of her feelings because she's going through so much grief right now. And, man, I think about this movie, bro, and I'm like, there's just nothing I don't like about this.
I want to rewatch it.
I know I saw some people were like, this is one that I can't rewatch. And it's funny because I haven't rewatched Hereditary since I last watched it. But I'm thinking about this one.
Because that one's fucking scary as shit.
Scary as shit, bro.
That one's scary as shit.
And this one, I'm like, yeah, I want to rewatch this.
I think this one you can appreciate the cinematography and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And at the end, I don't know if you noticed, and this is like a weird part, but at the end of the movie, when everyone's burning and everything's burning, everyone seems to, I'm not too sure if they're lying or they're whatever the fuck, but everyone seems to be crying and showing some sort of grief of their own people dying. They're sad. And if you notice that the main character, the protagonist, is the only one smiling.
She's crying and then she goes smiling. She's going through cathartic feeling. She's finally let go of the last tie to her grief and to her past was her boyfriend. Mm-hmm. And now she's been accepted by this new community. She's the May Queen. And she's kind of like, you know, she pertains to somebody else now. So she's able to kind of let go of the baggage until, like I said, until it comes a moment where that family won't be there for her anymore. And she's going to be back at square one again. And she's going to be feeling alone again. She's going to be feeling like she needs to, be with somebody else.
And or dead.
Yeah. It's truly incredible. This movie is incredible, man. Eric, I don't know how many movies you watched during the year, but this is my second favorite movie of the year so far.
I've watched Detective Pikachu.
Hey!
I watched Detective Pikachu and Avengers Endgame.
Yeah. I put it's my second favorite movie.
Yeah.
I give it a.
What's your first favorite movie?
Climax from Gaspar Noé. It's the one that I told you about, and I told you like, nah, don't watch it, bro. It's not gonna be your thing. Yeah, it's not gonna be for you. It's very It's dance horror art house, and it's really really good movie. It's you would like the dancing in it, Eric, because you like all that, you know, like dancing and singing and stuff. You like all the dancing in it. And, you know, it's done by them. Climax. It's on my Vudu, bro. You can watch it. You know, I bought it. Yeah.
Sorry, since you don't tell me anything.
I gave you the login.
This is the first time you've seen
Y'all want the login? I'll give you all the login.
No, shut up. My credit card information's on there. Yeah, I don't give it out to just anybody, just family and friends. But look.
What if my girl wants it? Nah, you
I don't know, bro.
Kim,
yeah.
Remember
well,
on Twitter?
I'm still single. I'm still single.
Yo, and she responded. I don't know if you guys do that, but I will share a little bit of Twitter.
We gotta
gossip.
wrap up soon.
Real quick. So I put, I don't know what fucking lyric that I found.
Oh, he put, I think when they're sexy when they're smart and ghetto or something like that. Pretty and ghetto.
Hey, yo, and this guy responds, dude, next time at your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And so I add her, and then I put Onta Bleep, which is like this girl that I would always like poke fun of and whatever the fuck. Cause yo, and then she fucking, I don't know how the fuck she sees it. Yo,
cause bitch, I sent her the Twitter, the tweet.
Cause people see his tweets, bro.
No, but I was like, dude, how the fuck did
he doesn't get the trolls, bro? We do.
No, dude.
Okay? I sent her the tweet.
You sent her the tweet.
Oh, you fucking bitch.
Motherfucker. No, anyways, I see that, and then she puts Onta Onta blank, which is like her name. Which I thought that was a weird. I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, I'm not gonna say anything after that. I'm like, no.
Nah, she quoted you. She quoted you, and she was like, "Aquí estoy."
Aquí
you never answered. You didn't even like it, bro.
She can't answer, bro. Don't get in trouble.
And he's lucky, bro, because I was thinking of a response before sending her the tweet.
What?
I was, you know what? I was gonna
expose me.
I was gonna at your girlfriend. I was like, "Hey, bleep, pull a leash. He's misbehaving." but I didn't because I have respect for your manhood.
I'll tell you what. That'll be the
Ain't
day.
nobody get mad
that'll
at
be
me.
the day when somebody pulls a leash on me, man. That'll be the day.
That'd be the day. All right, so I gotta wrap up here because it's almost done. We're at over the hour.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, but I want to say I give I give Midsommar a 9.5 out of 10. It's the only reason I can't give it a full 10 is because to me Hereditary was a 10. Yeah.
In the horror genre.
And this one, it's like, it's going to be one that I need to rewatch is to fully cement it. Mm-hmm. Because, like, even though a lot of movies I give, like, 10s, that's after I kind of watch it, like, 2 or 3 times. But this one, I need to do more rewatches. But it's a 9.5 out of 10. It's my second favorite movie of the year. Right in back of Climax and right in front of Us. Us is my third favorite movie of the year. Bro, you're missing out. That one's good. Oh, that one's good, bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's another guy that he's kind of doing something different. Bro, Luis, what do you give Midsommar?
I think it's a 9 out of 10. I agree with yours. I wouldn't put it as a 10.
Yeah,
we'll keep the standard, even though it's different. We'll keep the standard at Hereditary and then onwards. Yeah. So we'll do that.
But I'm telling you, man, nobody's making movies like Ari Aster is right now.
No, he's not.
No, nobody is. Nobody's making. Yeah, he's gonna be taking a break from horror though. He says he wants to do a musical next.
That was so random. That's so fucking random.
Yeah,
dude. That's so random.
Imagine if he really makes a really nice one though.
Yeah.
No,
but
yeah,
I mean,
once you do horror, you can do musicals, bro. Like,
yeah.
Like musicals take a lot of pace, right?
Yeah.
And horror takes a lot of pace as well.
True.
Yeah.
So then,
but they're so different.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're completely different genres.
No, yeah, they are. They're on two different sides of the spectrum, but the things you look in a director.
But I mean, like,
but then we look at James Wong.
Yeah, and he's been able to do a lot.
And he's been able to do horror, and then superhero,
and then Fast Five. Yeah.
I don't know, but I heard Ari Aster's gonna direct the Spider-Man the musical.
Eric's gonna be playing Peter Parker.
It's gonna come back from the dead, from the
Broadway. Oh wait, Eric could play Miguel Ojara because he's Mexican. Yeah.
I can't drop any of that information.
Yeah. So it's been a wonderful time here at the Nerd Chicano Show. Of course, we had a special appearance by Eric out of the blue. Eric, let them know where they can find you.
Y'all can find me on Twitter at Eric Menhu. That's gonna be ERICKMEN Who WHO. Y'all can find me on Instagram as per the usual. It's gonna be ERI.CK.
Shut up, dude. Nobody wants to hear.
If y'all want, my DMs are open. My DMs are open. I can't,
What's the requirements though?
Okay,
what are
okay.
your women requirements?
Okay, I got a new requirement right now, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, obviously, you gotta be a woman. Okay.
Okay.
You gotta be a Latina woman.
Oh.
Latinas, spicy mamas. Okay. You gotta be under 5'3".
Jesus, that's a big standard. Okay.
Yeah. Jesus. You gotta be funny. Okay.
That's a bigger standard.
And then the last standard, the golden.
You have to have a Return of the King on your top.
No.
What's the last one?
You wanna know the last standard, bro? I just got this one right now.
You gotta follow me on Twitter or what?
You gotta follow me on Twitter.
All right.
If y'all show up to my DMs and I don't follow you back and you're in my requests, I ain't hitting you up, dog.
Don't even open up those.
Don't even try hitting my line before I follow you back.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Nah.
Yeah. Well, Eric is playing the lead role in my short film, so you guys will see him in that. But for now, we gotta go and Luis, tell them where they can find you.
Don't follow me.
Don't follow. Okay. I don't want any more trolls.
He's got a girlfriend, ladies.
I don't want any more trolls, man.
What they do to you?
What did they not do to you today?
I get baited several times a day.
I get baited.
Okay. We're strong.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys.
I'm just kidding though, but do follow me on Instagram. I mean, on Instagram, probably. Yeah, that was better.
Luisito Garcia 7. Yeah. So we'll see you guys later. For next week, I don't know what it is gonna be, but it's gonna be nonsense. I want to thank all of you people who support us on the Patreon. If you're a $1 tier, you get this a day early. Mm-hmm. If you're a $15 tier, you are an executive producer, which we have 3 of them. We have Grayson Barker, the OG, my man. Mm-hmm. Grayson Barker 98 on Twitter. Not Twitter, Instagram, and Warlord Hitman 98 on Twitter. And also we have the wonderful Shane XSRK, who you can find on twitch.tv/SRRK, and you can find him on Twitter at SRRKK Twitch. And also follow our third executive producer, Journey. Thank you, Journey, for being an executive producer. You can follow her at icedmocha_Journ, Journ. Yep. So, no, Eric.
Follow Eric on.
Eric's not an
Twitter.
Executive producer, but
No, but follow Eric on Twitter though.
Yeah, follow Eric on
He has
Twitter.
stupid ass tweets.
Yeah.
So
Follow the Nerdcore on Twitter at the Nerdcore _, Instagram at the Nerdcore, Facebook page the Nerdcore Pods. Join the Facebook group, the Nerdverse, the official Nerdcore group. Jesus, Eric, that's loud. And we will be seeing you guys next week for when we talk more shit, because we don't. Yeah.
Eric Manhu.
Eric Manhu. Sure. See you guys later.
Ciao.
Ciao.